And I think we get the ball too.
Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Bo Nix, strong in the victory, as his guys looked better than a team that had won just one game coming in. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. As they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Kenneth Walker, well over 100 yards on the ground with a pair of touchdown runs. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Huard.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Reed now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success, and that's exactly what they did.
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Let's go. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 39. And it's completed right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Come on, set. Ready.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Hits him on the out route. And he's out just a second shy of reaching the red zone. They'll get 18 yards there. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes it just a...
And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers drop the lead back to 13. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Brown with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like... And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
15. Yellow.
Now it's Mahomes. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered feed on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
15. Yellow.
Looking to throw Mahomes. Completes this one to Rice. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that. Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. Well, we all know at this point, turnovers the big problem for them in this game, Brock. And not surprisingly, the defense has capitalized on those mistakes on more than one occasion to their benefit.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be tough to win football games in spite of, right? But over the test of time, turnovers are the #1 thing that cost you games, especially after that first one. Once there's blood in the water, you feel it with the defense. They get all over you, trying to force another turnover and another and another.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
A gain of 2 brings us 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Ready? 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 24. Continuing to move past the 45. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Following that last play, want to keep that pedal down. 1st and 10 from the 45.
Go.
Now a give. It's McCaffrey headed right. He breaks the tackle. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down chasing that first down marker.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
Ready? Hut.
Going run again with McCaffrey. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Set, go.
Here's a give. Fullback headed up the gut. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Typically, the only way you're going to stop a fullback on a short yardage situation is to stop him before he could ever get started.
Ready?
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Set. Ready? Ready, ready.
They'll go. It's McCaffrey. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Not helping themselves with that penalty, and now lining up to try this 4th down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. They still need 10, but the offense getting set on 4th down.
Go. Ready?
Here's Purdy to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
Sometimes a quarterback gets so focused on coverage down the field, you lose sight of those linemen right in front of you. On that occasion, he throws it right to the D lineman. Easy to get the paw up and swat away a potential 1st down.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Hauled in by Rice. And they make the tackle at the 38. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Putting the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
On target to Worthy. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. The stop made that time by the rookie from Florida State. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing again, Mahomes. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. His 5th total score of this ball game. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Mahomes throwing for 2. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
Reed now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. Drive starts out. From the gun is Purdy. He throws a bullet to this. They connect on the deep shot. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's 49ers football as we enter the fourth of what's been a largely one-sided. So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. Purdy on first down. Getting out to his left. Completed to his running back. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. Now it's Purdy. Forced out to his right. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers get it back to within 2 possessions. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives. Going to be a little armchair quarterback after that call. Looked like the defense knew exactly what was coming.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here's Wishnowsky now to handle the kickoff. Brown with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key. They're out and set, first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Pacheco hauls it in. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now first and 20.
Yellow.
Tight end going in motion here. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Here's a toss to Pacheco. And he found some running room for a nice gain. They get 7 on the run, but still 3rd and 13 to go.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Throw caught by his running back. And this one does not go far.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So no return on that punt. And the 49ers will go on offense. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around.
Here we go. Go.
First down throw by Purdy. Caught, nice gain left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Purdy to throw it. Rolling left, buying some time. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Purdy throwing here on first. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he's going for it again. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The 49ers can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. Brock Purdy with the touchdown. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown, and you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him, had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Hardman with a return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So 2nd down coming up. Here's Mahomes now. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 25 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. Back to throw Mahomes. Finds Kelsey. He has room past the 25. Keeps it moving. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. Travis Kelsey, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Reed now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now Purdy. Has it downfield, working the left. Give him a full 40 on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Justin Reed has the INT. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
The Chiefs are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
And the 49ers in a nickel set. 3rd down coming. Right back to Pacheco. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. It's Pacheco again. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Back to Pacheco here on 2nd. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. It's 3 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him facing 4th down. Kansas City sends out its punt team. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it'll be their football. So here come the 49ers on offense. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He can run it. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out a little short of the 40. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Set. Go.
Purdy throwing here. On the move, headed right. Gobbled up on the right side. That's Ayuk. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Go.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. And this won't affect the outcome, but a positive note to end it as he scores as time expires. The 49ers can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. Brock Purdy with the touchdown. His 3rd total score this game. A chance here to add on one more in the face of defeat. And it's a miss. It's off the mark. No good. A legion of stunned fans looking on. That would have won it, but instead, Brock, we're headed for overtime. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chiefs, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.
Shell toes, yeah, glow. Slapping, rapping, making bail. Yeah, glow. to the album, good luck. You're on your own.
Guess who's back? Back again. She's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white shirt, pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with a in a light shirt. Lyrical technician, an electrician, y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend, it's you I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay, cause me, if I was to ever take a lead, it would be aspirin to break a feed. If I was to ask for Megan D Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at her feet? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my back, bruh. Like abracadabra. And for my last trick, just like that, and I'm back, bruh. Now back in the days of old me, right around the time I became ate some as a way of coping. Take the case of turned me into smiley face emoji. May not be age appropriate, but I will be an 8-year-old indeed with a participation trophy. Yes, I have zero doubts that this whole world's bound to turn into some Girl Scouts. That censorship bureau's out. So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted. Mind-boggling how my profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed. Yeah, it's just like y'all have been like jogging in. I've been running at full speed, and that's why I'm ahead like my noggin. I'm the fight y'all get in when you debate who the best, but I'm some white. I step up to that mic, cock it in. Oh my God, attention, chicken out again. Abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my back, bruh. Like abracadabra. And for my last trick, just like that, and I'm back, bruh. Break it down. Sometimes I wonder what the old me'd say. If what? If he could see the way it is today, he'd probably say that everything is gay. What's my name? What's my name? So how many little kids still wanna act like me? I'm a bigger than cacti me, and that's why these words sting just like you were being attacked by bees in the coop leaning back my seat.
It's week 8 of the National Football League. And coming up, it's the 49ers, towering tight end. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the 49ers and the Cowboys on Sunday night.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Good to be in the booth with my partner, Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome, and Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league. And we got two guys who's shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting to watch, Mike, is in those critical situations. The game's on the line, third down, red zone, gotta have it moments. There is no mystery. Both these sidelines, they know exactly where the ball's going, and they're just going to say, I dare you to stop them. These are two prime, elite wide receivers in the National Football League. Night game, prime time, they're looking to put on a show.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Cavante Turpin on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Cowboys coming out. As usual, it's Dak Prescott leading the way. Led the NFL in touchdown passes, Greg, a season ago. Already his 9th year at the helm for the Cowboys.
And here we see Dak Prescott taking the field, Mike, coming off what a lot of people thought was an MVP caliber season. He finished runner-up, of course, to Lamar Jackson. And people love to nitpick Dak's game. I don't know if it's because he plays for the Cowboys and people love to hate. But regardless, he is as talented as they come. He is the leader of that team. He needs to have the postseason success that he has found in the regular season. Once he does that, I'm not sure what's left to nitpick.
2nd and 7. On the play fake, Dak. And will be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. On play action, here's Dak. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. It'll go down as an incompletion. Charvarius Ward able to get the hand in there and make the play. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Dowdle. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
This one intercepted. Picked off by Jair Brown. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Let's go. Check up.
The NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Christian McCaffrey. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Dobbs. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Okay, ready? Come on, set. Ready?
Now Dobbs. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, out to punt. Kevontae Turpin to return for the Cowboys. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. Here's Dak Prescott, and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. He's got a man open. That's Tolbert. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 92 yards. Touchdown, Dallas.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead.
49ers nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Niners offense ready for their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing, Dobbs. That's Ayuk with it on the left side.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he is tough to bring down. Finally, the defense gets him on the ground. It'll be no gain on that play.
Great job with the pressure up the middle on 3rd and 1, Mike. When that back has to make someone miss in the backfield, that's all they need to throw off the timing. He's fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage. This defense holds him to no gain, brings up 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for 4th down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I think.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Jair Brown on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
This pass right side taken in by Cooks. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Cowboys.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and It wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On second down, it's Dak. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. It's a pickup of 12. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Hey, kill. Yeah, there we go. Wait, take.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. It's his third touchdown on the year. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Dobbs to throw. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, 49ers.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
He'll get about 2. Damone Clark there to get him down. Second down and 8. To throw is Dobbs. The connection made to Ayuk. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Dobbs now to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Dobbs. Ayuk working across, and he's got it. Wow, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup, and it brings us to 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. He'll drop to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down. So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the first quarter. 14-0 is our score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Taking off. And the Niners are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. 13 yards on that one. Move the sticks. It's a 1st down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal.
Hiking 18.
Now Purdy. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
3rd and goal. It's Purdy. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Bland.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Open man, that's the veteran, Cooks. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Holding offense.
That's on the rookie, Cooper Beebe. to throw. He'll get this out wide.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
Second down, Prescott. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
That's taken in by Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Niners offense ready to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Downfield, and it's caught by Ayuk. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's Purdy. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Throwing on 1st down is Purdy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 2nd down, Purdy. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. And they'll run here with McCaffrey to the 5-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Again, it'll be McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Offense.
The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he'll take this to the 13. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. Here's Purdy. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
Parsons making his presence felt, and it's no secret. I mean, Mike, he's become one of the top overall defenders in the entire league. He's had at least 13 sacks each of the previous 3 seasons, and if he continues to play at that level, there's a good chance he's going to try to make it 4 by the end of this year.
On fourth down, it's Jake Moody time for the Niners. This will be from 47 yards. Moody's kick is good. And the 49ers get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Here's a carry for Dowdle. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand?
Hey, kill! 47!
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. He'll get a couple of yards back, but it will be second and long.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
They'll run with Dowdle. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. That'll be returnable from the 35. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. 49ers offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He's going to tuck it and go.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Let's go now! Hawk 70! Hawk 70!
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. His throw left side is complete. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Now he'll run. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got first and goal.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
They'll motion over Samuel. To throw on first down is Purdy. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up second and goal.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. They'll try and run with McCaffrey. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's fourth and goal. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This from 30 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Niners cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, he'll keep this one on the ground. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up third down. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and a big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL.
And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. To return is Ricky Pearsall. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And really, he has not... Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Purdy. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Has his man. It's Samuel. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
1st and 10 for Purdy. And this ball batted away and incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside.
Ready, break. Here we go, set.
Back to the air is Purdy. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Open man, left side, he's got it. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Offense.
Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That'll be batted away, incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but that once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing again is Purdy. That is caught. What a throw. Eric Sommer. Touchdown, 49ers.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a...
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And they will get another chance. They cover it up after very nearly squandering a great scoring opportunity. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott set to take over again. And we run you through. Set to go now on 1st and 10. This to about the 28. From off the edge, Nick Bosa with the stop. Now Dowdle. He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. That's on Tyler Guyton, the first-round pick out of Oklahoma. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
The open man is Tolbert.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Niners offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail by 2, and will start this drive with 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
A run here with McCaffrey. McCaffrey, 1st down and more. And they will finally get him out of bounds, but not until he's near the 45-yard line. A gain there of 20. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
Nice run there by McCaffrey, and the reigning offensive player of the year picks up right where he left off a season ago. Over 2,000 yards for scrimmage. 2nd time he's done that in his career. This is one of the most dynamic players, regardless of position, in the entire NFL.
They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1.
He was brought out at the 45-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Kendricks. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. This pass right side caught by Lamb. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
We've watched CeeDee Lamb become undeniably one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike. I mean, just last season alone, led the league in receptions with 135, while totaling over 1,700 yards for the year. I mean, when the Cowboys need a big play, they're looking for number 88. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
On second down, it's Dak. This pass right side taken in by Cooks.
Complete to Brandon Cooks. It's a gain of 6. First down, Dallas.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll throw again, Dak. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. Prescott again. Inside the 10, it is caught. He is in. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after. The accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback. And then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The 49ers offense getting those helmets back on. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
On 1st and 10.
Go.
Throwing is Purdy. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense. And primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
First and 10. Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Let's go now. Ready, ready.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Pistol now for Prescott. That's into traffic, but taken in. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Football continues after. So, first and 10 here now at the 38.
Yeah!
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. They'll come up here on second down and 5.
Yeah, here we go.
Dak gonna run with it himself. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defense for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
And he'll get up a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Yeah, here we go.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. Dak to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
And he'll get this down to the 14-yard line. This a must stop for this defense. Facing third and long. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, but it's probably a touchdown.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Pearsall going to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll tuck it and take off. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Purdy. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Purdy. He's got his tight end, Braden Willis. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4. They'll throw again with Purdy. He's got it at the 7. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up.
And he will score! Game on! Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once again. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. On the ground, it's Dowdle. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And That's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
First down and more to the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Open man, that's the veteran Cooks. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here's a carry for Dowdle. Well, they weren't going to get him the 2nd time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
They'll run with Dowdle. And good hard running will get him down close to a first down. Might be a yard short.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line for the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
First down, Dallas.
The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee.
Yeah! Here we go! What do you think? Yeah! Here we go! That's it!
So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from...
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more?
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more?
up. James knew back when I was coming up. Didn't wanna know then, now I bet they're loving up. Bar for days, nothing to prove cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Check your little piece, wanna see some more?
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show your little piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. So gonna rise when I leave this course. Show your little piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Show your little piece, wanna see some more? I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show your little piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. So gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show your little piece, wanna see some more? See some, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face? In my face, in my face, in my face, in my face. That's how still gonna keep the torch. Show your little piece, wanna see some more?
All right now.